Let's get into the history of Jason's mask in Freddy vs. Jason. And this comes from horror.fandom.com, where I get all this information. It states, in this film, Jason's mask appears similar to the one in part 3, down to the 3 red triangles, but it now appears to be cream colored rather than white, and is notably missing its signature axe mark. Throughout the movie, the mask goes through some noticeable changes, primarily claw marks from Freddy's glove and soaked blood. So there you go. Just a little bit of history about the mask from Freddy vs. Jason. And I have to say, this movie was better than it had any right to be. This movie had every right to suck. It really did. You're putting Freddy and Jason in the same movie, and I would not fault it if it fell apart, but it didn't. And I think it's up there with some of the best sequels this franchise on either side, Freddy or Jason, has given us. And let's start at the top with Ronnie Yu, who directed it. Did a great job behind the lens. He kept the movie moving at a good pace, kept the fight scenes cohesive and easy to watch. You could see what was going on the whole time. And this was in that early era where, I forgot the guy that did the Bourne Supremacy. He was doing those movies and people kind of liked that style, so a lot of people copied it. So I'm glad Ronnie Yu didn't, and he kept everything very cohesive and you kind of see what was going on. Mark Swift and Damian Shannon, who wrote the script, deserve a lot of credit, maybe most of the credit for this movie. They found a way to put these two guys, these two titans, Freddy and Jason, into one movie, combine their history, combine their locations, combine everything, and make it make sense. And it all worked. I was really surprised how close Crystal Lake is to Elm Street. I had no idea it was right down the road. You know, I'm watching these movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, all these years. I had no idea that Crystal Lake was just right down the corner over there. But I do like how they managed to pull all that together. Again, it shouldn't have worked, but it did. Freddy looks amazing. He's wisecracking and doing his best at being the nasty dream demon we've all come to know and love. A little pervier in this one, but there's always kind of been a little bit of that in that character all the time. It's sort of like in the shadows. You don't really talk about it, but you kind of feel like it's there a little bit. He's not as pervy as he was in the remake, which I disagree with, but he's got some perv to him. He always has. Let's see. I do wish they would have used that dream demon thing when he jumps out of the lake. I wish they would have used that a lot more. That could have been the makeup design throughout the whole movie, and I'd been fine with that. He looked nasty and evil and just dark and menacing through and through. Jason, he's big, he's hulking, he's monstrous. Looks great too. I'm one of those people that wish Kane Hodder would have been in this role, but I'm not going to hate the movie for that because Ken Kersinger, I think I got that name right. If I didn't, I might be in trouble because he's a big boy. He brought a lot of life to this character, and I see why Ronnie you did it. Give give Freddy a bigger foe to take on in this movie, but I think Kane and Robert Englund would have looked really good battling each other too. So. Still don't like that aspect 100%, but Ken nailed it. So kudos to him. Fights are top notch, a bit over the top at times, but it's Freddy battling Jason. That's to be expected, especially when Freddy is involved and you're in the dream world where Freddy can kind of do whatever he wants to do. Effects are top notch. Gore is nasty as well. You know, Freeberg, when he got slit in half, that's one of the nastiest kills in either franchise. When Trey gets in that bed and gets stabbed repeatedly by Jason over and over again. Then he gets the bed slammed together. That's one of the nastier kills in the whole series. So there's some nasty stuff in here. I also like the tub scene where the dream's going on and the guy's in the tub full of blood and puts his arms up and blood's everywhere and all those great effects in that scene. Good stuff. There's a lot of great effects, a lot of great gore in this movie. Monica Keena, the final girl with a question mark. She was sort of the final girl with the final boy at the end of the movie. She was solid in her role, so was the rest of the cast. No real duds, no complaints. They acted very well. Kelly, is it Rowland? Is that her name? I think she did a really good job in her role, too. I always liked her in this role. All in all, this film, like I said at the start, should not have worked, but it did, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad it did. I always enjoy revisiting it whenever I get a chance to revisit it. And what are your thoughts about Freddy versus Jason? Who truly won? Because at the end, there is sort of a question mark of who truly won. Who are you rooting for? Just all that in the comments below. And slash that like button until it bleeds. Let YouTube know this dude is doing some good stuff. And I'll put the 100 challenge on this one as well. This video gets 100 likes. I will cover Freddy versus Jason. I will cover Nightmare on Elm Street 5, Nightmare on Elm Street 6, and the remake. And if this gets 100, I will do that. But I got to get 100 on one of these before I will cover those garbage movies. So, all right, I'm putting that challenge out there. Accept it if you want to, or don't. It's up to you. Take care. Have a good one. And go watch Freddy vs. Jason today. And also leave me a comment below and just let me know how awesome this movie is. All right. Be good.